Hello guys, so I was asked to make a player review on Askeladd, one of the Thunder Legends. Again, so I was planning to do that yesterday, I didn't find the time. So let's get started. Askeladd, unlike most of the Thunder Legends, she's not one of the necessary ones. When we're thinking necessary, we're thinking the Leventor Bell combo that you basically require to be able to run Mono Thunder, especially with all the chains. So let's go down the list of what she's able to do. Just to point out again, she's a passer, but her highest stat is Vitality because she's supposed to be used in backline ideally. I would not advise using her in midline, and we're going to go down in detail. Her A's critical resistance and max life of Thunder player is honestly utter trash. Don't use that. You have Guinevere, you have Leventor, you have Nerua. Use one of those. Don't use this. Thunder has so many great aces. Active long pass. Recover the action bar by 100%. This is extremely powerful, and she does possess a custom AI. So unlike regular long passers, she will pass the frontline passer. Hopefully, they'll eventually do something like that to fix Jabril's trash skills, but this is actually very powerful because of that. So this is why a lot of the time you're going to see something like Askeladd, Luca, Leventor, all three of them using their actives, making a destructive combo. Of course, there's certain variations, and if you're doing it in a rainbow version with Balteon and someone else, it could be even more powerful. The reason why this is powerful is because of the next skill. Increase attack power by 40%, critical rate by 30%, pass effect by 40% of the ally team for 1 minute of a pass. Basically, she's buffing everything that a passer and a striker need. So it's again, that's the whole point of this. It's pretty good. I think 1 minute is to stop it from being broken and allow it at the same time to be pretty damn powerful. Knowing especially how fast endgame can go and how fast Thunder is capable of going, this can be used even without being in a long pass active, and it can be helpful for the backline to get out. So it's honestly very powerful if used correctly. Now, this is, I'm going to say, one of the reasons why a lot of people like to throw her in front of the strikers. Um, so this skill is actually going to accumulate when the enemy team makes an action. So increase the pass effect by 4% and critical damage resistance by 2% for yourself for 45 minutes. When the enemy takes an action, accumulates up to 20 times, maintains skill effect under an ability effect. So in fast version, what this means is if they move 20 times, you're going to be able to get an 80% pass effect bonus and a 40% critical damage resistance bonus. If you got some nice line buffs, it can be pretty good. And critical damage resistance does not have currently a form of counter because it's not critical rate. This is one of the reasons why it's extremely powerful in this current meta. Auto defense mode, increase the max life by 15%, decrease the damage by 10%. I mean, they just wanted her to have like some sort of reason to be in backline. Like this is like sad, but I mean all of the legends in backline have something like this. Except, well, we know who I mean, Duran. It's kind of OP, but that's his entire job is to be a totem. So chains. She has one with Marilyn that's like I can't imagine it will ever activate outside of certain specific COD matches, and even then, if she's on the other team, it's already a free win. Friendship is also trash. Rival, now actually that has Leventor, who's pretty good, because Rival is what increases speed and reflex. So allowing her to stack faster, allowing her to be able to reflex steal. It's honestly, this is the best chain. And of course, as I was telling you, the staple legends. Leventor Bell once again on the best chains. Eden if you're missing players, but I mean, you can't activate it without Leventor anyway, so just run Leventor. Affection for Van until you own Leventor. I mean, he's honestly not that bad. I've seen a lot of people build him in a very interesting way, so there is a lot of potential, but currently no one's using him correctly, so well, it's not that they don't use him correctly, some do. It's just very hard to build him in a way he'll be honestly powerful with all of the new legends and debuff stuff that's going around. So now let's look at her on a stone level. Again, it's going to depend how you're placing her and what you want to do with her. She is part of the one-hit KO meta, so I'm going to talk about the difference in stone when you're trying to run that. So first of all, if you're running her regularly as a normal backliner, most of the time you're going to be running the Wormwind Pass Unique. You're going to be running a Thunder Pass, another Thunder Pass. Those are going to give her really nice reflex if people try to steal from her. It's going to increase her pass effect. If you're not really a fan of the pass because you await her to be passing to a frontline passer, you can actually just have the Whirlwind pass unique, or not even have that, and just build her tanky to hold the ball. It's even an option, so there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I say Whirlwind pass unique, Thunder pass, Thunder GR or Reflex, what's up to you. Or instead, I mean, you can go full on DR, use the Whirlwind DR unique, protection of Mother Earth, use Thunder DR, Thunder Reflex. That's also an option, but I do advise the Whirlwind pass one because combined with the long active pass, you're going to be able to generate more spirits. And like this, you're going to be able to ride Silent Cold in front line and still have the enough spirit for the active of this passer and the striker. As we know, Leventor's active is not cheap. So that's why I would advise it now in an opposition if you're running it in a one-hit KO meta. For those who are not aware of that means putting her in center mid, waiting to start at the ball. You reroll COD if you don't start. Give it to her right away. Forward pass to a passer. Passer pass to striker. It's over. That's the idea. Now again, this is very powerful because once again, you're just going to be using active generator. But in this mode, you're going to need to have a certain list of players such as DD so she's able to run her active. Ideally, have someone else act right before her to pass her the ball. So once you fill in all the list of conditions and you're able to use her in the correct way for this, what you're going to want to do is put the Whirlwind pass unique. You're going to want to put a Thunder pass, Thunder speed stone, and depending on what's going on, another, actually no, just the light pass stone. It's perfect. And on everything that doesn't have a speed sub, you're going to look for the highest speed subs possible and the highest pass subs possible, because that's how you get the scores. So that's a second way of using her. Again, unless you know exactly what you're doing, it's not worth it. And you're supposed to have a player with Ignition Catalyst, having also himself some Ardor passes on the line to generate the spirit so she can use her active and you're still acting first. A lot of players are capable of that. I've seen some Nezarels pull that off. I've seen some Sammy pull it off. So it's not like it's something impossible. You just need to build them properly. And if you can run this, there's a pretty good chance you could one-hit KO the enemy goalkeeper. So I hope this helps you guys have a little idea on how Askeladd could be used. Again, it's going to depend your comp, but I would honestly advise running her in Mono Thunder and in certain really funky, buffed up rainbow teams. Have a good day, guys. And if you have any questions or you want any other reviews, just leave a comment in the description. Just in case I don't respond to you, I am having certain problems seeing them currently. YouTube is not showing me the notifications correctly, so if I don't respond, sorry about that. Just write a second comment a day later. It's not that I don't want to respond. Have a good day.